Hi, I'm Saskia Saunders. I'm an artist and I create hand-woven sculptures, artworks and wall hangings for clients and galleries around the world. I studied fine art at GCSE and A-level at school and I absolutely loved them. I was really passionate about the subjects and I had a fantastic tutor. I also did a part-time GCSE in textiles, but it was more the design-led part of it, so pattern cutting and designing textile products for companies. After school, I went and did an art foundation course where I explored lots of different pathways and lots of different types of ways of working, and I found I naturally gravitated towards textiles. So my tutors encouraged me to apply for a textiles course. I wasn't so sure about this because I was concerned it didn't really have a clear career path and I wasn't sure what I'd do with the textiles degree. So I applied for fashion design at the University of Brighton. I had an interview where I took along a portfolio of my work and talked to some of the tutors there, and they encouraged me in the interview to apply for textiles because they thought my portfolio lent itself to that. So needless to say, they didn't offer me a place on the fashion design course, but did offer me a place on the textiles course, and I accepted. So I went to the University of Brighton because it had a third year of the course which was spent working in industry. So I did several internships. I worked for a men's suiting design company in New York. I worked for a trends forecasting company in London, and I also worked for a men's suiting manufacturer in China, so working in the factories and the design team there. And these were all invaluable work experiences. I learnt an awful lot, and I built some contacts up and just had some ideas about what options were out there after university. After university, I applied for jobs in merchandising with fashion retailers and got a job at a really well-known high street brand. So merchandising is doing things like sending products to stores, deciding which stores would sell things the best. I did that for a few years, but ultimately it wasn't my cup of tea. So left that job and went travelling for a year, and then embarked on some new creative projects again. And it wasn't until I became a mum several years later that I realised I wanted a career that I could tailor to our needs, and that I could have much more flexibility and freedom and explore my creative self. If I could give one piece of advice to 15-year-old me, it would be to worry less about my grades and think more about what I was passionate about, and enjoy every moment of making and creating and experimenting and finding my own personality as an artist and as my identity with the things that I like to do. So today, my job as an artist involves lots of different things on a day-to-day basis. So I am weaving, I am posting images of my work on Instagram, I am emailing clients and galleries, I am getting in contact with new potential clients. I'm also doing things like packaging and working out best ways to hang and store my work and take lots of really good photographs. That's a skill that I'm having to hone at the minute. My average working hours depend, between 10 and 20 hours a week is kind of normal at the minute, but that's because it's part-time around my young family as well. I love the most that I'm in complete control over my career now. I can decide which clients I want to work with, what type of work I want to sell. I can be as creative as I like. Obviously, the flip side to that is that it's really challenging. I'm the sole driver of my business. I'm the person that makes all the decisions. And that's why one of my best pieces of advice for somebody that's becoming an entrepreneur, which an artist is to work with a business coach or mentor, and these have really guided me through these early stages of my career. The best route into this job is any route. To be an entrepreneur, you can come from any background, you can come from any experience. It's up to you to define what you see as successful and enjoyable. I think probably I would have liked to have done an internship with an artist earlier on, perhaps just to give me a confidence boost that this way of life was possible and that I didn't have to work for a big company if I didn't want to. In an ideal world, not the current scenario, there would be lots of opportunities for me to travel for my job, which is really exciting. So I get offers to go and hang work in new galleries. This year I've been invited to Hong Kong, to Paris, and to other places. I've been out to Munich, and I've also been offered to go to America to work with galleries out there. So although those are postponed for now, hopefully in future I'll have those opportunities as well. For taking the time to listen to this today. I really hope it's been useful and insightful just to learn a little bit about what my job as an artist involves.